Aloha my kakoi guys. Alright, cool. You know what? Today is Tuesday, Transformation Tuesday. Your motivational quote for this Transformation Tuesday, February 24th, 2026 is walk away from what holds you back. Walk away from the negativity, walk away from people who want to just see you fail, want to see you not succeed in life, don't want what's best for you, who always use you, take advantage of you, gaslight you, um, manipulate you, lie to you. Just because someone tells you from the time you first meet them, especially, elementary, in school, preschool, sandbox days, or middle school days when you come in a teenager, you know, or high school, because supposedly that's where you make your biggest bonds is high school. But, just in school in general. Or from the time you ever meet anybody or anybody comes into your life and tells you the one line or the one thing that I've been told my whole life. Oh, Ray, no worries. We boys. We can be boys for life. Oh, Ray, don't worry. Even though if, I don't like you as more than a friend, I'll always be a good friend to you and I'll always be there for you. Or Ray, I promise I'm not using you for money. I'm not using you to take advantage of you. I'll always be there for you. I'm not going to turn my back on you. Stuff like that. Just because someone tells you that, just because someone supposedly makes pinky promises, especially us, like I said back in the day, elementary school, you know, sandbox days or stuff like that. Just because someone tells you that and swears on it, shakes on it, pinky promises whatever to you, that doesn't mean they're not gonna turn back their back on you. Coming from someone who's always accepted someone no matter what, I go through, no matter what they've gone through, and always told myself, I'll always be there for who is appreciative of me, who how you say, doesn't take advantage of me and what I am doing for them or the kindness that I do for them. But there were times, like I've always mentioned in many videos or many things I've always said, that I've always had to fall flat on my face in order to get back up and to learn that you can't just trust anybody just because you've known them since preschool, just because you known them since elementary, just because you known them since middle school, high school, whatever it is, or just even a year or so. That doesn't mean you don't know what they're capable of. And if people are just gonna do that to you consistently, day after day, month after month, week after week, and if you keep them on for a year, they're gonna keep on doing that for years to come. There's gonna be a time in your life you have to learn how to stand up for yourself and tell yourself that you're done and you're not gonna let this pattern repeat. Don't be stuck in that rut or don't be stuck in that area, in that same loop that's gonna keep you from proceeding or taking steps forward and taking so many steps backward, or that you're just gonna be stuck there no matter what. Also, just because someone says, oh yeah, that's not true, blah 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 blah, you have to learn how to put your foot down or put your 10 feet, your 10 feet, your 10 toes and your 2 feet down and stand up for yourself and just say you enough is enough. You have to block them, you have to ignore them. If you work with them, then that's a different situation. But if you know it's nothing to do with in your work life or anything, nothing should be stopping you from walking away from what holds you back or what doesn't bring you, comfort or brings you a boost of morale or boost of motivation to be a better person each day. Because if you keep negativity, pilau, hava kind people in your life, or just even accept that into your life, it can get very dicey and it can get very bad real quick. Like I said, coming from me, where I thought my whole life I had to have a huge bunch of friends, a huge circle. I had to make friends with everybody. But boy, was I wrong, you know? So that's why since 2015, since I've been back home on Maui, when I left Maui for a year and a half, even though I came home summer, winter break, and stuff like that, but when I was on Oahu, I had to reevaluate a lot of things when I knew I was gonna come back home or if I was gonna live on Oahu. there was gonna be a lot of changes I had to do, and I'm glad I did, because I would have been showing up to my 2019 class reunion 6 years ago, and people just still do the same thing they always did, is talk shit about me. 2025 last year, same thing for 15 years. I don't care, because no one's ever put a foot, let alone their 2 feet, in my shoes, and what I've gone through and what I've had to get where the hell I'm at today. It may not have been the easiest path, it may not have been the smoothest path, but I goddamn sure I always try to make sure I'm better each day, even though it's never gonna be easy, it's never gonna be hard, but I always try to tell myself to never give up, and that I don't need those kind of people in my life anymore. Because I'd rather be on a deserted island, I'd rather be in solitude, I'd rather be somewhere by myself than surrounded by a bunch of fake people who claim they like me, they support me, they, want to help me be the best that I can be. But they're only just dragging me down, slowing me down, or talking shit about me behind my back when they don't know what I've gone through to get where I'm at today, basically. I'm not saying you don't have to have friends, you don't have to be friendly with everybody, but just be careful who you trust, whose hand you shake, who you give a hug to, who you promise that you're gonna be there for, or who tells you that, and all those things too. Because one day you'll be fine. Next, you're gonna be falling, not physically, but you're gonna be falling on your face in order to get back, and telling yourself you have to get back up. Or you're gonna imagine you're back with billions of knives that you never know where they come from. But in reality, it's the people that you keep around you. And like I said, they supposedly tell you that they support you. Going through doing these videos, I really hope in some way, shape, or form I've helped at least one person. And if I've helped you in any way, feel free please to leave me a comment of anything or any way. That would greatly appreciate it. That it's not that I want to stop making these videos, I would just really like some feedback. If I've helped someone at least through my videos, I'm happy with that. So with that, take care of my Hawaii people, or anybody who is close with me or I associate with you on here. Take care, live aloha, live life, live pono. Have a safe, blessed day, have a safe, blessed week, and this is Brother from Maui signing out. Aloha no. Chehu!